Que bueno, mi gente, Calix Boxing here, and we are live with the post-fight review of Crawford and Indongo. And this was, I mean, about as good as it gets as far as a boxing event goes. Just an incredible atmosphere. And this is how stars, this is how you do it. This is how you build stars regionally out. His 12th fight in Nebraska, I believe, and they come out for him, 12,000 plus. And the beautiful thing about Terence Crawford, he is a special fighter, first of all. Special fighter. He has, I mean, the talent of a Floyd Mayweather, except he's entertaining as well. He has a killer instinct, and that's good for boxing. It's beautiful to see guys who are aware enough to know when you have to show up for the big moment. They recognize the big moment. And they realize, okay, I can't just go in there and play it safe. I can't just go in there and outbox a guy technically for 12 rounds. You know I can do it. I'm just going to play it safe here. I got to show out. And Crawford understands that. He understands the moment. And he's just such a versatile fighter. He has so many ways to break you down. He is going to be a handful for many divisions going forward. Because I do believe he's done at 140, but going up to 147, a much deeper division, he's going to be a handful for that division and a bunch of guys in that division. Look, you got a guy who fought also. He's a right-handed fighter, but he fought southpaw tonight, all southpaw. So he can do you conventionally. He can go in there and fight conventional, break you down that way. He can go down southpaw, break you down that way. One fight he can go upstairs. Tonight he focused on the body and fought southpaw. He can break you down many different ways. He's going to watch film on you and break you down however he can break you down. And then if that doesn't work, he has the versatility to do something else. Go to plan B, go to plan C, go to plan D. He's just a smart fighter. He's a technical fighter, but he's a fun fighter too. He's got that killer instinct that he's coming after you like you stole something from him. And we need that in boxing. We need a guy who, if 12,000 people show up, and 12,000 people aren't going to show up for anybody. They show up for him because this is what he does. He breaks guys down. And he's going in there to knock guys out. And he's the type of guy who he's aware that I'm on ESPN. It's Saturday night. It's prime time. It's not football season, so everybody's watching this. I'm showing out. I want everybody on Monday morning in the sports world at the water cooler at work to be talking about me. Whether that's the case or not yet, I don't know, but that's the mentality he has, and that's what we need in boxing. We need guys who have that awareness, and he has it. And look, what he did tonight was he played the long game. He unified the whole division. It hasn't been done since Jermaine Taylor, and what was that, 05 against Hopkins? So that is a good thing. And look, Indongo is not the most special fighter in the world. He's not the greatest title holder in the world. 140 is not the deepest division in the world. But if you unify the title, that's a special, all the major title. That's a special thing. And look, I'm the one who's always taking shots at the belts and the sanctioning bodies because they're corrupt. And generally speaking, most of the time, almost all the time, they get in the way of big fights. They get in the way of great fights. But it's like the BCS, how it was in college football back in the day. Every once in a while, they get it right. And tonight, it worked out. Tonight, it worked out that all the major titles were on the line. All the stars aligned for Terence Crawford. They did the right thing putting this in Nebraska. They didn't just put it where somebody was going to pay the highest site fee and put it in Connecticut or some bullshit like that, like they always do in boxing. You put it in front of his fans. And the great thing about Middle America is they support their own. They support their fans. And they came out and supported Terence Crawford tonight. And it was a beautiful sight to see. The ring walk coming down, having the guy who played for Nebraska's dad come out and walk with him to the ring, having the Cornhuskers jersey on. He's just aware, man. He's aware of what he needs to do to become a star, not only become an undefeated fighter and a great fighter. He's aware of what he needs to do to become a star. in boxing and a special fighter. And the beautiful thing about him too is he wants to fight the best. He wants to fight the best. So Terence Crawford and Errol Spence are probably on a collision course at some point, because those are the two most special fighters in and around 147. So that's when that fight's made, because I think these two guys are going to continue to mow guys down until they meet each other. That fight is going to be bananas. Just two guys with ultra talent. And I think the next move for Crawford will be, and Bob Arum already said this earlier in the week, Pacquiao and Horn are going to fight each other again in November. So Crawford will probably wait around a little bit, or he might fight a stay busy fight. I don't know, but I'm thinking next spring he's going to fight the winner of Pacquiao and Horn. That seems to be what Arum, that seems to be his play here. And it would probably be cash out time for Pacquiao. I think he will beat Horn. But even if Horn wins, Horn would come to the States probably, and Crawford would put some work on him. So I just don't see anybody beating Crawford in the near future. I think he's just going to continue to mow guys down. And like I said, man, it's great to see a guy so versatile, yet he's not going to stay patient and just wait it out and play it safe. He's coming after you. If he sees that he can end the fight with a body shot, and he might have to walk through a couple right hands to get it, or left hands to get it, he's still going to go through that and end it with a body shot. So he focused on the body, and like Andre Ward said tonight after the fight, the body punching is a lost art in boxing. So we see tonight Crawford, that's just another thing he's added to the and he probably always had it, but we saw it tonight. It's another thing he has in the stash. It's another thing he has in the portfolio that he could break guys down with. And you know, I hate to toot my own horn, not really, but I am, because I'm going to do it because I caught flack for this from so many people in the YTBC when I said it. But 4 or 5 years ago, when everybody was hailing Adrian Broner as the next guy, he's the next Mayweather, he's the next pound for pound king, and I said, no, he's not. If you want to see the next guy, look at Terence Crawford. Terence Crawford is the guy that were in and around the same weight class at the time. I said Terence Crawford is much more talented than this guy. This is the guy you need to be watching out for. And at the time, Crawford wasn't really showing much buzz. Adrian Broner had all the buzz. But as you saw tonight, they just played it smart the whole time. Crawford just kept mowing guys down. He kept understanding that I had to be entertaining, and the people would come out for me. He showed different looks every fight to show his versatility and his technical side, but he also showed his killer instinct as well and knocked guys out. And at the same time, he built his base. They built his base in Nebraska. They continue to come out for him. And you saw it tonight. It's a beautiful sight. They came out for their guy. They came out for their guy. So just great all the way around. And Crawford's just a special fighter, man. Special fighter. So I look forward to seeing him grow and build. And what is he, 32-0 now? So he's going to be another one of those guys. That undefeated record is going to keep building and building and building, and it's going to be special to see him go through the weight classes in the next couple of years, and hopefully he stays active, stays consistent, because he's been consistent, been active, and they can continue to build on his career. And he's one of those must-see guys. You cannot miss it. I was texting. I texted at least 10 people earlier in the day who rarely watch boxing. I said, watch tonight. Watch him. This is a guy you got to watch. This is a guy, it's going to be an incredible atmosphere. He's fighting in Nebraska. It's going to be fun to watch. You know, he's just a special fighter, and he didn't disappoint. So props to him for that. Even when fighters win sometimes. Keith Thurman's last fight, he won, but it wasn't impressive. You know, this was impressive. This is when you saw Keith Thurman's last fight, you were like, yeah, he won. It was a good win, but I don't really want to watch, you know, not that I don't want to watch him, but if I'm a casual fan, I might be like, it didn't really do anything for me. I don't know if I want to see this Keith Thurman guy again. tonight, what Terence Crawford did, you're saying to yourself, you're a casual fan, I got to watch that again. Next time this guy's on TV, I'm watching. So props to Terence Crawford for giving us a great boxing event tonight. And let me know what y'all thought about the fight. I'm out. Peace.